splash is the fastest thing in the world. It happens in a blink, and then it's gone. So here's the David Hockney question. How do you paint something that lasts half a second and make it feel like a whole way of seeing? Because for Hockney, art isn't just about making pictures. It's about making vision visible. Today, pools, Polaroids, iPads, and the radical idea that perspective might be a habit we can break. Welcome back to Art Happens, the divine mess of art history, presented by J² Atelier. This is where the masterpieces are real and the mess is half the fun. I'm James William Moore. If you only know David Hockney as the pool guy, you're not wrong. But you're also missing the bigger story. Hockney is one of those artists who keeps returning to a single obsession. How do we see the world, and how could we see it differently? Not how accurate can I be, but what does vision feel like? Why does a camera see differently than a person? What happens when you refuse to accept the default viewpoint? And here's the twist. He's never treated technology as the enemy of art. He treats it like a new set of brushes. Let's talk about a bigger splash. You may have seen it. The still pool, the mid-century modern house, the diving board, and then bam, that frozen burst of white water, like a brief shout inside a calm sentence. It's from 1967, and it's held by the Tate in London. What I love about it is that Hockney turns time into a visual paradox. The scene feels still, almost architectural, but the splash is pure event. He's basically saying, a painting doesn't have to imitate photography. A painting can show time differently, more emotionally, more psychologically, more human. And once you notice that, you see the rest of his career as one long, joyful rebellion against one correct way to look. Now we hit one of my favorite Hockney inventions, the joiners. In February 1982, Hockney started assembling Polaroids into grids, like fragments that together behave more like memory than a snapshot. And he famously said, the moment you make a collage of photographs, it becomes something like a drawing. That line is everything, because a single photograph pretends to be neutral. One instance, one angle, one authority. But a joiner? It admits the truth. Looking is active. Your eyes move, your attention jumps, time passes. You circle what you love. You ignore what you don't. You come back. You re-see. So the joiners don't just show us an object. They show the experience of seeing the object. It's like Hockney is telling photography, cute, but you're too stiff. Let's loosen up a bit. Then Hockney does something that feels very Hockney. He goes after perspective itself. In his book, Secret Knowledge, Rediscovering the Lost Techniques of the Old Masters, published in 2001, he argues that optics, mirrors and lenses may have played a bigger role in Old Master realism than we like to admit. Now, whether you fully buy every piece of that argument or not, the creativity takeaway is gold. Perspective isn't a law of nature. It's a tool, a convention, a choice. Hockney's whole vibe is, if the tools stop helping you see, change the tool. If the convention gets boring, break it. If reality feels flat, build a new kind of space. And then, because he's Hockney, he picks up the iPhone and iPad and just, goes to work. He began making iPhone drawings after getting his first iPhone in 2009, using it to draw flowers and send them out like little daily gifts. In Paris, the exhibition Fleur Fraîche ran October 20th, 2010 to January 30th, 2011, showing over 200 works made on iPhone and iPad, presented in their original device format, glowing like modern stained glass. This matters because it's not tech as a gimmick. It's tech as liberation. No drawing time, no studio setup, no preciousness. Just see it, draw it, send it, share it, repeat. Hockney makes the digital feel handmade again. So, if you're an artist, or honestly, if you're just a person trying to pay attention, here's the Hockney lesson. Don't ask, is that the right way to do it? Ask, is this helping me see? Try the long look. Try the broken up look. Try the many angle look. Try the iPad in bed look. Try the what if perspective is a habit I can unlearn look. Because Hockney isn't devoted to a style. He's devoted to aliveness. For Hockney, art isn't about how things look. It's about how we look at them. You've been listening to Art Happens, the divine mess of art history, presented by J Squared Atelier. I'm James William Moore, and if you want more creative fuel, check out Lattes and Art, where we dig into where inspiration actually comes from. Until next time, keep looking closer and keep seeing differently.